Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to be bringing you another hair tutorial since my most recent cut where I had some changes, especially around the ears. I've been having numerous requests for more tutorials and how I'm styling it. So today's styling is going to be similar to what I was wearing in my favorite hair care products video, and that is much more flat on top and then with a very kind of swept, almost like a curl in the bang area in this front section. So let's go ahead and get started. After towel drying my hair, you can see it's quite spiky, which we've got to tame all of that down. So we're going to start with a few products. I'm going to use the Wella Root Shoot today. You know, I go back and forth between this and the Catwalk Root Boost. I'm just going to start with a little bit of this in my hand. I have been enjoying doing that with this product because it is more foamy. I feel like it can control better where it goes. So I'm going to put this through the crown a little bit, and then I'm going to work some of this right here through the front section and right here on the side. So I want a little bit of lift, but more of the kind of a little bit of hold power as I blow dry. And then I'm just running that just roughly through the back, what's left on my fingers. So there's not much there, just kind of distributing the rest. And I'm gonna go in with the Acure Argan Oil, and I'm getting to the end of mine. So that was about one pump of that. And I'm gonna put this mostly through the top section here, and then a little bit through the back. Okay, so now on to blow drying. As I'm blow drying, I'm going to be blowing it dry to the opposite side that it is cut to go on, but we're not gonna finish it styled that way. So let's get started with the blow dryer. Okay, so we're done styling. I'm kidding, but done blow drying. So you can see I have this mostly over to the opposite side, and what that's doing is that is creating more body and also creating more of this swept look in the front, which is what I wanted. So I'm not going to style it this way. You definitely could, and I have, but today we're going to pull it back over, and as you pull it back over, you will see that it lays much more forward that way. And then you can see just how long this side is right here. So I don't really feel like I have too much work to do with the flat iron, but I'll do a little bit. I have this set on 370. I get asked that question and I always forget to tell you what temperature I have it set on. So I'm just gonna pull this through a little bit here on the side, just to further define this. And just right here, I always like to kind of flatten that out just so it looks really nice and kind of soft there. And then here on the opposite side too, just kind of depending on how it's laying. Sometimes this is where I have kind of a little natural curl and cowlick. So I just like it to lay a little bit flatter. So I bring that through there. And my top section is pretty short, so I am not going to worry if it's a little bit spiky. I know some of you don't like spikes at all, but I like to have just that little extra fun little twist there, but I'm not going to work too hard to spike it. So, okay, and then in this front section, you can kind of see the direction of the hair is going this way. So I am going to actually take the flat iron and I'm going to pull off this top section, and I'm actually going to curl it backwards and pull it through just a little bit. And then here, I'm going to first pull it down, and then I'm going to take this, and you can see it's kind of doing this little loopy thing. So we're just gonna go with that. But I'm going to take the flat iron and curl it that direction, and then pull it over to the side. Now this, I actually want coming forward. I'll show you why in a moment. And same here. Now I'm going to go in with the Enjoy Dry Wax, and I am just going to use, again, a much smaller amount. So you want to make sure you don't use too much of this product, but I'm really going to work this through my hands until it starts feeling nice and warm and soft. That makes it much more pliable. And now I'm going to work a little bit here at the top, and I'm going to pull forward, and then I'm going to go in the opposite direction and then pull this back forward. And then as I come forward, I'm going to comb like this, and I'm pulling ever so slightly over to the right side. And then here on the sides, I'm just going to use what's left on my hands of that wax, and I'm just kind of pulling those hairs forward there, that little bit of fringe that she left me. And then we're going to just piece a little bit of this top section. So I'm just still using the same amount of Enjoy Dry Wax, just pushing it to the ends of my fingers and working that into my hair. Now I'm going to take a peek at the back, and I just want a little bit of some lift right here, but I'm not going to spike it. And then as I go down, again, just with what's left on my hands, I'm just going to kind of work that through the back just a little bit. So now it's time to set it with some hairspray. I'm going to use my tried and true Aussie Instant Freeze hairspray. And just doing a couple of sprays right there, and then I'm going to bring this piece of hair over. And then just spray through the hair, mostly on the top and at the back. And then right here, I'm just taking the flat iron through just to kind of add a little bit of a bend in the ear and the end of the hair, just to make it look a little softer right there. It's quite short, so I don't want it to really stick straight out today. So I'm just gonna do that and then hit it with some hairspray, and right here as well. And then I'm going to finish it off just with a couple spritzes of the Hemp and Red Wine Gloss Spray Treatment. I talked about this in that hair care video, and I'm just going to show you just a couple spritzes, and all of a sudden you can just see that amazing amount of shine that adds. Isn't that great? I love it. Put a couple through the top there, and we are done. And here's our finished look. You were able to see as I was blow drying the hair in the opposite direction and then pulled it back over to the other side once it was dry. That's one way not only to add body, but also just to get more of a swept look here in the front as opposed to more off the forehead, which is what I did last time. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you as always so much for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any other videos in the future, and I'll see you next time. Bye.